Hey everyone, it's Roxy. I have to get this out. I'm gonna go through this whole entire thing in depth tomorrow, but there's a couple things that are really annoying me right now that I do want to talk about. Now, I don't know. I'm at work right now on my phone, so I don't know how this is gonna turn out the audio. If not, I'll just wait till tomorrow. But Amber is here in this part talking about the 100th story about Rarity getting out, and before she even talks about it, I'm thinking in my head, I don't know if anybody brought this
We
up,
were
but let
very
me play this
toxic.
really
We're
quick.
trying to better ourselves and improve in that regard. Um, and we're trying to work on that. But we were in a very toxic relationship. And I'm telling you, we got into a verbally crazy fight. And it was like 5 a.m. She ends up leaving through the back door. And she left the back door open. I'm telling you, it was like this, like the tiniest little area. And it was
Okay, so Emily leaves after their big, huge, toxic argument at 5 a.m. Emily leaves the door open that big, right?
like
So
two
when
hours
does
later.
Amber notice?
I felt a cold breeze. I went to look and I was like, oh my God. The first thing I thought of was like, did one of the cats get out? That was like my first initial, and I was like, nah, there's no way, you know?
So her initial thought was, "Oh my God, did one of the cats get out?" Now, what Amber fails to mention in here, not only was there cats in the house, there was also two dogs in the house, Twinkie and Emily's dog. Did she think about the dogs, or did Amber go wobble around the house, scurry around the house to make sure every animal was accounted for? No, she didn't. She didn't. So what she did was,
So I end
let's
up
see what
falling
she
asleep
says.
at like 7 a.m. She ends up going to work. I wake up a long time later. And
AKA a long time later, she wakes up between, I would say 9 p.m. because she texts Emily at 10 p.m. to tell her Rarity is missing. So all these hours go by. Why not one of them dogs were let out, Amber? You didn't feed any of them animals? All them times, you're a neglectful piece of shit right there. Before anything, you are a neglectful piece of shit. Again, I don't know if anybody's ever pointed this out. This is, I literally could not believe that this did not click in my head. Right here, you are proving you are a neglectful piece of
I'm just going
shit.
about my normal day. She had a few cats. I had my pets, blah, blah, blah. I'm just, there's so many pets everywhere. I'm just like not really, but then I'm like, where's Rarity? That's when I text my girlfriend at the time and I'm like, I can't find Rarity.
Again, she texts Emily at 10 p.m. to tell her Rarity's missing. Anyways, I'm gonna get more into depth with that. There's another thing I want to go over right here. It's 49, about the 49-minute mark. Let's see.
Roxy best friends. I'm like, you.
Bullshit. I see her for what she is, and
Oh,
I'm
right
gonna
here.
cut ties because. Sorry, look.
Why? First of all, why is Gidgy and Roxy best friends? I'm like, you're intertwined with all the ops.
Let me make this really clear. Gidgy and Roxy are not best friends. Gidgy and Roxy worked together for a couple weeks on Rebel. Gidgy and Roxy would talk in DMs during the time I was working there. Gidgy and I would talk after I quit and she was telling me she couldn't handle it anymore. She's done. She's sick of this. Scooter, I was always good to you. I was always good to your mother. I even forgave your mother for the things that she said that nobody forgave her for. Even though I have two biracial grandchildren, I still chose to forgive her. And you're gonna sit here and talk about me like this, Scooter? When I've been nothing but good to you and your mother? This is what they do in the LCU. When you leave, they trash you. By the way, Amberlyn, had you signed an NDA yet? Have you signed an NDA? And if you did you read over it? It does mention that when you leave the LCU, you're not allowed to talk about anything that goes on in the LCU for 2 years. So when we get to this part in here, how Amber Lynn is going to sit there and try to call me out for playing or telling the story about me drugging men in my 20s, let's remember, there's an NDA, okay? And you cannot tell anybody anything F your NDA, Keem. I don't care. You want to make me look like a fool? I'm going to call it out. So, Amber, when you sign the NDA, every single time I know that you're playing a bit, that you're doing quote unquote show notes, I will call it out to let people know it's a show note. It's a bit. You want to play this game with me? I'll play it right back with you. You know damn well what the fuck I was doing over there. You know damn well which Scooter right here. Yeah, I don't have time. I'm going to get into this really quick.
Because they
This
had
is
a
what
show
Scooter says.
together.
Yeah.
Like you're
Gigi
intertwined.
and Roxy had a
with
show
all of them.
together.
But like, okay, so here's
And
what I'll
that's
say
it.
though
We had a show
is
together.
they had a show together, and like we were intertwined because I thought Roxy was a good person. She's been, again, like Zay, she's been nothing but nice to me. Maybe I was manipulated, but when she pulled that shit, I disavow her. Fuck Roxy, she's a little clout goblin. She's a fake bitch.
Yeah,
Roxy is
that was
mad.
obvious.
Roxy's mad that I would
Listen
call
right
in
here.
my 20s. I'm calling maybe my partner stupid, dumb bitch, while she's drugging men in her 20s. Who's the bad
What?
person?
Now, if you notice here, Scooter stays kind of quiet because Scooter knows the deal. Scooter knows the deal. And when you play bits, when you play shit up for entertainment, when you make up crazy off the wall shit, okay? Now Scooter's gonna double down right here and say, oh my God, at first I believed, Roxy did say it was fake, but then she goes on to see all this other shit. Keep this in mind because Scooter says something in my last part that I want to play here that's gonna prove what a fucking asshole, lying piece of shit he is. And this is what happens in the LCU.
Dude, that's a legitimate fucking the scariest crime I could think of. Like fucking being forced to take some kind of crazy shit and getting robbed.
Now, when I was on Local Live, when Keem was asking me about this, I honestly didn't know what to say because I don't want to break NDA. And Keem knows what he's doing. GG on you, Keem. You know what you're doing. And then he asked me, well, didn't you say something on Milkers about that? And I'm going, because I didn't know. I didn't know if I said it or not because we play characters. I didn't know. I can't say, hold on, let me go back in my show notes and let me see if, that was something I said. Of course, if I did it, I would have known. Yeah, well, I did do it and I fucked up. I was stupid. Listen, I was a bad kid. I was a bad kid. And if I do something, I will admit to it. I couldn't admit to that because it was a fucking character. So yes, I'm all over the place. I don't know what to say because I don't want to sit there and say, well, Keem, don't you remember when you told me, Roxy, you might as well lean into it. You might as well play into it now that you already said the story. So just let people believe what they want. Now here is the last part. Again, I'm going to get all into this tomorrow. I'm going to go into depth here. Listen to what Scooter says here. It is about 104.
On bus. This is literally Amberlyn Reed's show. We're not gonna play a fucking detractor video. I'm sorry. We're not doing that for $50.
I don't understand how.
Now right here, somebody sent in a clip, actually, or a donation asking them play my video. I guarantee something, which I will link this person's to their channel, and they have an amazing video that proves exactly about the whole timer thing with Beck's side, with Amber's side, with everything. But Scooter's saying, I'm not gonna fucking play a detractor channel.
Oh,
And
that
listen,
would
this is
help
what Scooter
anything when
says.
she said that she admitted that she lied about it
Yeah.
just a second ago.
She didn't
And
admit it.
look, whenever you're in live streaming, right? Like you,
Right here.
you do those things because at the end of the day, you want to be entertaining. You want to be liked by the audience. So yeah, you'll lean into things. Like I lean into shit all the time. Like the gay shit, for example. I'm not really gay, but I lean into it because
Right.
it's funny and it gets a reaction out of the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, Scooter. So again, it's okay for you to lean into shit. It's okay for you to make things entertaining. But when Roxy does it, because Roxy's not in the LCU anymore, and Roxy's going after your co-host that is going to bring you in money, you're going to try to make me look bad? I see you, Scooter. I see you, Scooter. I see every last one of you. And I'm telling you, Keem, be a smart businessman. I don't want views. I don't want clout in Girl World. But you're leaving me no choice because you're silencing me. You're not giving me a chance to go up there and face her one-on-one. So what else do you want me to do, Keem? What else do you want me to do? Anyway, I gotta go. I will see you guys tomorrow. I gotta get into work. Roxy, out. I love you guys so much.